I can know, but you can't know, because it's only 15 out of 15 million. So the mother has no idea what's going on, and she doesn't have to. That's the job of the divinity. That's divinity's job. So the mother can give up, the intellect can give up knowing. So now, instead of engaging, which is the hook, so I went to England, and one of the things I noticed that on their parasol, or their umbrella, they had a hook. So there was an English guy rattling off, what the Hawaiians call diarrhea. No. And I said to him, finally, do you know what colonization is? Anybody know what colonization is? The definition? Okay. So I said, there's excuse me, there's an important quote that goes that the sun never sets on the British flag. Anybody hear that? And so that's what happens. What happens is that we're colonizing. So this is a virus. These are viruses. And because we hold on to them, we have colonized other people with it. Not good news. Because divinity says, hello, you should let go. So now I'm talking to the child. I'm saying to the child, we can say, I love you. Who are we saying, trying to be simple, who are we saying I love you to? The virus. Remember what Jesus said, love your enemies? Our only enemy is the virus. Remember what Shakespeare says? These rebel powers that, so you're talking to the child, keeping it real simple. I love you will trump this. And that's all you have to say to the child. So you're constantly talking, and you're walking the child through all of these, and you're doing it. You're being very patient. You're saying to the child, as you work with the child, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me a chance to really fall in love with you again. So this is the mother talking away. And here are some of the tools that we can ask the divinity. We can petition divinity. By the way, do you know the definition of prayer? Okay. So you're actually praying, and the Aramaic for the prayer is to create space. Okay? So as you're petitioning divinity, you're giving divinity a chance to do a prayer which is to eliminate all opposition to itself. So these work beautifully, but it works more beautifully if the mother is willing to take the time to talk and to teach the child these processes. But if you ask questions which the child has heard before, it's going to be stuck. So the key or the secret is fall in love with your child, get it to help you, and at some point it will do 1 through 9 for you, day in, day out, moment by moment, and you can give up doing the cleaning. You don't have to complain. I have to say I love you all the time. Yeah. So now you've got the child on automatic, and every morning I get up in the morning, I talk to it, I take out my medicine bag. Maybe I didn't bring it. So I have a medicine bag that I bring out, but I didn't bring it, I guess. And I go through the process. If I've got the fern in there, I'll take it out and say, now remember, this fern is how this works. It works on memories that have to do with supervirus. I'm talking to it. So if I come to the seaport, I'll do the same thing. Remember now, here's how it works. So the secret is, the most important secret in the universe is the relationship between the mother and child. Now, how do you see this? Well, you see that in the Catholic Church, the religion. And so if you follow cannot believe what will happen. Yeah, so that's hot chocolate. I'm sorry? Corn? The blue corn. Yeah. Blue cornmeal. It has to be cornmeal that's made by arrows. It has to be made by the company called Arrow. I know you won't ask me why, thank God. Yeah? But the blue cornmeal is incredible. I had a person who has a very large company, and it was having all kinds of problems administratively. Nobody took responsibility. So I said, well, if you would, everybody else would. He went, huh? And so the way we did it with him, which you can do, is you get a little bottle, or a big bottle. Better to get a little bottle. Get a little bottle, and this has to be plastic. It can't be metal. Ask me why. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So now what you want to do is fill it up with tap water. I know you won't ask me why. I don't know. And then you put a pinch of the blue cornmeal into the tap water and you cap it. And no matter where you go, so if you're here at this hotel, you just take it out and you put it somewhere in the room, and this thing will create a vortex and suck whatever it is, earthbound spirits, entities, or whatever, like that. I hope somebody's not going to commercialize this stuff. Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say leave it open? Cap it?
Cap it. Yep. Yep. It's an incredible cleaning tool. For example, a friend of mine's had a mother in a nursing home. I mean, she was really in bad shape. Have you ever been to a nursing home? I know you fell in love with them, didn't you? Yeah. So he put one of them, that was funny. He put one of these things in her room, and in a couple of weeks she came home. I mean, she was spry. I mean, really. But if we hold people as old and sick, then we're going to be saddled with them. But just boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Did I forget anything? Yes. Wait, we need a...
Did you want to say something?
That's okay, I'll just I had a couple. I wanted to share about a couple of the participants in the Zero Limits group seminar that I did. One woman has a 5-year-old daughter who has an affliction where she was unable to move her body. She's very, very intelligent, but she couldn't move at all. She couldn't lift an arm. And she did the Zero Limits program, and her daughter was able to lift her arm in front of her and to actually grab onto things. which according to the doctors was impossible. She would never do it. Another woman had broken her ankle at the second session, and actually wasn't in the session, and a week later was out of her cast. The doctor said because we did it, we all cleaned, and because of her cleaning, and the doctor said that they'd never seen anything heal that fast.
Yeah. If you have any kind of bone problem, you have to realize what's the percentage of water in a bone? Water. Yeah, pretty high. So if you have brittle bones, it's because you're not drinking enough water. So you should not have arthritis. You shouldn't have any of these things, because the problem is you're not drinking enough water. But you're not drinking enough water.